Ma che storia triste, avevo aspettative basse, e se già come finisce, visto da dove si parte. E tu vorresti che la gente ti capisse, la ami come se le ricambiasse, e ci hai provato anche più volte dei già lisse, ma l'insistenza non è mai così di classe. Certi discorsi vanno presi con le pinze, oppure provocano risate grasse, e te l'aspetti ma ogni volta ti stupisce. Guarda le loro facce come se non bastasse. Grazie ma no grazie, tanto fanno finta ma lo sanno, più profondo e meno paga quasi sempre, meglio stare in superficie, salva gente, le risposte che ti danno mi sembra fatte con lo stampo. Quindi metterò le mani avanti, 2 passi indietro, ogni passo avanti. Dovresti andare a lavorare, non farti manganellare nelle piazze. Grazie ma no grazie, e questa gente non fa un cazzo, li mantengo tutti io con le mie tasse. Grazie ma no grazie, dovresti dare meno ascolti i sentimenti, che non sono mai dei buoni investimenti. Dovremmo organizzare una rimpatriata tipo una cena di classe. Grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no, grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no grazie, davvero grazie. Ma c'è chi non sa più come scrivere, non sa come parlare, non sa quali parole deve mettere, ad esempio l'asterisco al plurale. C'è chi non sa più come ridere, non sa come scherzare, e vuole la tradizione se la confusione qua è generale. Oggi va così, chissà domani. Domani magari riesco a capire gli esseri umani, chi bacia sulla bocca i propri figli e c'è chi bacia sulla bocca i propri cani. E quanto va di moda il vittimismo di chi attacca ma dice che si difende. C'è chi dice non si può più dire niente, poi invece parla sempre, almeno sii coerente, almeno per stavolta. E c'è chi ancora ti dà corda, e c'è chi ha perso la memoria e vorrebbe che tornasse come se non bastasse. Grazie ma no grazie, dovresti andare a lavorare, non farti manganellare nelle piazze. Grazie ma no grazie, e questa gente non fa un cazzo, li mantengo tutti io con le mie tasse. Grazie ma no grazie, dovresti dare meno ascolti i sentimenti, che non sono mai di buoni investimenti. Dovremmo organizzare una rimpatriata tipo una cena di classe. Grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no, grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no grazie, davvero grazie ma no. Storia triste, aspettative basse, c'è chi sparisce finché si calmano le acque, c'è chi annuisce fra le frasi fatte, qui c'è chi stupisce sempre a mani basse. Grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no, grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no grazie, grazie ma no grazie, davvero grazie ma no grazie.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to, I don't even know, what are we calling it? The song recommendation stream number 2. I haven't done one of these for an eternity, really. I think it was back in, I want to say June would probably be the correct month that I last did one of these videos, or one of these streams. And I'm I just want to do another one, really. I mean, that's the main thing here. Maybe that looks a bit weird, placing the chat where I have it. I just realized, should it be at the bottom? I don't know. When more people write, maybe it will look more natural. This is, I think, the layout that I went for last time. It's a bit of a new kind of, it's a bit of a different layout than what I'm used to streaming. Anyway, hopefully it looks fine. I can move the chat if it looks strange. Then you let me know. So today, basically the point of the stream is to just listen to music, and music that all of you suggest to me. There is a link below the stream where you can send in your suggestions. There is a €1 fee to basically send in your song, because if I didn't have a fee, then basically we would never finish this. Test 1 2 3. No, but because the thing is, I already have, I can't even count how many recommendations I've gotten today. it's not like 100 or anything, but the more I look at them, the more I feel like, okay, we probably gotta have to do another one of these streams in the week to kind of like fill out the rest of the suggestions. So yeah, basically that's probably what I wanted to say about that. I think we'll just really I'll get to it as soon as possible. Some people have also suggested like 2 songs or 3 songs, and then everyone understood it appropriately that okay, if you want to suggest 2 songs, then you can pay €2. Makes sense, right? Some of the songs are of course longer than others. It's not like with Eurovision that every song is 3 minutes and then it stops. So we'll see the variation in the songs. Last time out, someone suggested a song that was 11 minutes, I believe, which was quite a quite an intriguing pick to submit. I mean, I want to listen to everything that you have to recommend to me, but 11 minutes is a bit of an extreme one, and I think that song was like at the very end of the stream as well. Anyway, maybe that's enough talking. Last time out, I just basically played the song, I commented over it. Maybe that is a little bit distracting. As you can see here, Bruno OD just gave us another one to listen to. We'll see if we get around to it tonight. Otherwise, Bruno, be on the lookout for the next stream, because then I'll include it there. I will basically be doing this for as long as I have energy to talk about songs, really. So yeah, hopefully you don't mind. I think I'll put these on immediately, really, and we'll get through the songs. So people already started suggesting songs yesterday, and the first one to suggest a song was ESC George, and ESC George said, "Hi Groot, it's nice that you're doing this for us once again." Kind of doing it for myself, but I like the fact that you consider it to be for you as well. Because you enjoyed listening to the Prodigy last time, I did. I recommend you another song from them. It's called Warrior's Dance, and it's from 2009. See, I like this kind of, like, we get some details, like, about the age of the track, because then you can kind of put yourself in the frame of mind of where we are in the music development of things. And, of course, the Prodigy, I think most people are familiar with the Prodigy. However, I have not listened to Warrior's Dance here, and when I searched it up here on Spotify, there's an original version and an edit. The edit is less than 3 minutes long, so we're definitely listening to the full version, which is 5 minutes. Should we just get right to it? I think we shall. And if the audio is unbalanced or anything, like if I'm too quiet, if I'm too loud, just let me know and we can adapt it. I guess Warrior's Dance here, your recommendation, George, will be the testing one. So I'll play it here. This definitely feels like you could definitely kick off an album with this. It's not the opening of the album I see here, but it's quite a transportive setting here early on. I like how this constant melody that we kicked off with, like the harmony that it provides along with this synth coming in here, it's a really cool combination. Feels like everything's very filtered back so far. There comes the big beat then. Definitely feel the panning as well with the bass block here. I think one thing that the Prodigy do really well are like the percussion. You got the drum fills and even the drum loops, they're so intense. But you get these fills here. Great transitional devices. It's rhythmically very addictive, I gotta say. It definitely like pumps you up, I would say. Reminds me of DJ Take Me Away. Yeah. The vocals are kind of cool as well. Do we know if it's a sample or if it's like original? I also like the panning, how they throw out the synths in various directions. playful little detailing in here as well. Makes it quite dynamic, you know, switching it up. It's obviously like relying on a repetitive quality, then that makes it even more important that you actually do these dynamic switch ups. Throwing in another layer here. A lot of like rhythmic blends that really work together. I would assume that this is around where the edit would finish. I really like this like siren like sound. It's kind of interesting that they don't use it more throughout like the more hectic parts of the track. You definitely hear them play around with the cutoff filter quite a lot in here. The drum beat here is kind of switching up. It feels like they're relying more on a backbeat here. That's for the second half of each beat. Interesting sound design as well. The fact that we're still throwing in new sounds throughout the song, 4 minutes in. The drops go really hard. You just imagine this is at a festival, you know? I love those dynamic switch ups. Just the transitional devices. Keeps it so fresh. Alright. Switching up the rhythm. I love how the drum loop is still so prominent in here. It's just that these big hits, they're more sparse.
There's that forward, man. There's that whoop.
Okay. All right. Interesting song to kick off the evening with. I did really enjoy a lot of aspects about that. I thought it was gritty. I thought it was very intense. It was like had a forceful push throughout the whole song as well. Definitely pumps you up. Perfect kind of opener for a night of listening to tracks, really, because it really like got the blood pumping and had a lot of energy about it. Really cool sound design. I like how varied it was throughout the song as well. The fact that they could actually introduce new sounds. The further into the song you went. Yeah, an interesting little banger here from the Prodigy, and definitely showcases their side of some really strong production. I mean, for 2009, they still have very much like their identity within their sound. It's just that you definitely hear like how far the digital side of things improve with the years. I mean, in 2009. Really what was dominating the charts in terms of EDM music would be like the Black Eyed Peas or whatnot, and this is so much more like forceful and intense. So I kind of like that. Yeah, good song to kick off the evening. I did really enjoy that. I'm giving it a little one of those. I don't think you could see. Oh yeah, you could see that, right? I clicked save. Takes you back to the time, especially the underground boom the 2000s had sound so good. Yeah, I agree. It's very nostalgic for as well, you know. Yeah, like that. Let's move on to the second song. Thank you for suggesting it, George. I did save it to my library. We got Alipan up next. He actually donated €5 and only suggested 2 songs. The first one is actually a donation for Ivanik, who can't donate from where he is. And it's called Car Lights by James Marriott. So let's look that one up. I should probably mention that I really hope that all of these songs are on Spotify, because that's where I'm searching all the songs. Okay, Car Lights by James Marriott. I did see the comment from Cursed Sword, wants to know how long the songs are before I play them. This one is 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So now you know. let's take a listen.
Why am I here? Could you come instead? And take a miles out of my depth. Some more fake smiles, I'll just not
You know I'm a sucker for the guitars, you know. 2022. Okay.
Stained shirts and cigarettes. I failed again, trying my best. Forget my fears, ignore all my threats. Just lay your mind on my chest. You seem like that kind of guy. So
love those kind of harmonies.
Tonight, I hate what you're doing.
This kind of guitar strumming pattern is very effective. It's just such a consistent pulse in here.
They're staring through the car lights.
You got like the most subtle detail in these electric guitars, just growing wider in the right ear there. Like the bass is layered with this strumming pattern now. Very nice. I feel like it's gradually developing.
Go for the finish before we get old, and you sick in the tone with where you've been. You seem like that kind of guy to play me tonight.
The further into the song we go, got the left ear kind of covered up now.
I hate what you're doing, I hate that it feels so right. You should be out of their sight. They're staring through the car lights. I hate what you're doing, I hate that it feels so. I'm not scared, there's nothing.
Breakdown, got the strumming guitar back again. It's a lot about the vocal in this song, for sure.
I'm falling for someone. I feel like I'm falling for someone. I'm not scared,
Love
there's
that.
nothing to run.
Got the dynamic touches there as well. It's very clear every time an instrumental input is introduced to the track. Highlighted effectively.
For someone
Oh, yes. Got the electric guitar line in there as well. That's a huge chorus. Ooh. That chorus hits hard because you definitely like scaled back the song so much that the impact from it hits hard. I just love like how collective the collective soundstage became there.
I hate what you're doing, I hate that it feels so.
Yeah, that chorus is a proper highlight. Okay, playing around with the feedback for the outro. That's really cool. I'm saving that as well for sure. No, but like what a cool song, really. That final chorus hit so hard. It was building up so effectively to it as well. It was this gradual build throughout the whole song. And then like when you had this little breakdown section there in the middle, I felt like okay, we're a bit like sticking by the formula now. It kind of becomes a bit of a disappointing section there. But then you got this great impact from that final chorus. Really showcases the dynamic between the two sections, and it hit hard, and it was very impressively arranged as well because you didn't feel like anything was clashing in the soundstage per se, and yeah, it just became a very like whelming impression for me anyway. I thought that was brilliant. Thank you, Ivanik, for sending that one. Outside of music, James Marriott is a YouTuber. Oh, really? I didn't know. This seems to be one of his more famous songs. I've never heard of him, to be completely honest. It's an alternative British musician based in Brighton. Okay. Guess I got something new to to learn. Okay, really cool song there. Loved it, actually. And the song that Alipan himself suggested is actually a song that I love. I already know this song because I've listened to it quite a lot. However, we definitely still have to listen to it. It's called Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. Let's just enjoy because this is a brilliant song. It really is. I think the first time I heard this song, I'm obviously like when. Let me just check actually. Fade Into You, Mazzy Star. It's released in 1993, which was before I was born. I think the first time I heard this song was at the end credits of a movie, and I don't remember what movie it was. But the second that I heard it at the end of this movie, I was like, "What is this song? I need to save it immediately." So I've listened to it quite a bit. But it's a brilliant song. It's a beautiful one. So let's just enjoy it. It's 4 minutes 55 seconds. Just take it in. Perfect kind of blend of something very melancholic and something really comforting, in my opinion.
I wanna hold the hand inside you. I wanna take the breath that's true.
Really like the vocal, how it's produced in here. It's so full. A lot of reverb on it.
I look to you and I see nothing.
Almost like it's being sung inside a cathedral or something. Stunning.
I look to you to see the truth. You live your life, you go in shadow.
A lot of people recognize this song, but no idea from where. Now you know the title of it, everyone. You can save it.
Some kind of night into your darkness.
It's definitely one of these songs you can just lay back and kind of close your eyes and drift away, really.
Close your eyes with what's not there.
Like the instrumental of it is so simplistic, but it's still so kind of it definitely sets the tone of the track so well and just lets the vocal shine on top of it all, and that's really the whole point of it.
I think it's strange.
Wonderful resolution there at the end of the chorus. One could easily think like, oh, what a repetitive chorus, but it's all about the setting of it. You just drift away, and the vocal just carries you through it. Mark, we'll get around to those hopefully. Love how like extended this guitar line is as well. It's so clearly like a song just all about the journey of it. It doesn't do anything, you know, unexpected, it doesn't throw you around. It's all about enjoying it.
You put your hands into your head. Smiles cover your heart.
I agree with you, Tony. Driving through the night in a rural area. Can you get this chorus coming in here? Tambourine, just putting a little bit of presence in there. Kind of highlighting that we're in the chorus. And you hear the guitar is still the same.
Strange,
the guitar comes in there. So subtle, just a little bit of presence. Yeah, solely the right ear. Classic fade out outro. can just drift away with that track in your ears. It's a beautiful listen. I don't really know how to kind of review it. It's all about the feeling that it gives you. I think that it could absolutely leave people cold at the same time, because it's kind of like a slow burn of a song. You need to be in the right mood, you need to be in the right setting to just embrace it. But once you do, it's one of these songs that just, you know, holds you tightly. It's all about being in that moment of listening to it. And I find it beautiful. I've listened to it plenty. I'm sure you have as well, Alipan. I hope all of you enjoyed it. It's a lovely little listen, I'd say. And from 1993, nonetheless. Quite impressive, really, like how polished it sounds still, you know. I mean, I shouldn't say that it's that outstanding, because the 90s is probably my favorite decade for music anyway, so yeah. But thank you very much, Alipan, for sending that one in. We've gotten a few more worth €1. Good to know. We got El Papiro Dependiente sent in another song there as well. I really hope I can... I have to mention somehow, like, I don't think I will be able to get around to these new suggestions today. I hope that's okay. But we'll see how many we can get through, because there are a lot of suggestions in here. And the next one, did we just get another one? Kevin sent in another one there. Yeah. Okay. We've listened to 3 songs so far. We're going on to the 4th one. The 4th one is... Okay, we're getting even more. John Tej. Okay. The 4th one here is a Hungarian tune that Tony sent in, because Hungary aren't in Eurovision anymore. Tony sent a Hungarian tune since Hungary isn't any longer in the ESC, which is interesting. I've never really listened to that much Hungarian music, I'll be honest. Okay, I'll just wait a little bit here. So this is, yeah, you can see it out here. It's Kertes Lesek by Sulla K, and this is from 1995. Nice. How do you find this? It has 52,000 plays on Spotify. How did you find this? We could make this a whole week of streams. Yeah, we're kind of getting there, I suppose. This song is 4 minutes 26 seconds, to anyone who wants to know that. I did hear a little bit of an acoustic guitar introducing us here, so I'm ready to be taken away. Let's see what we got. Maybe I need to save some Hungarian music to my playlist after this. Thank you for sending it in, Tony. Let's enjoy. And the panning right from the get-go. 2 guitars, one far left, one far right. You hear like the bass notes, how much they fill as well.
Kertész leszek, fát nevelek, kelő nappal én is kelek, la la la.
Speaking of like cathedral setting, everything here, this sounds like a proper stunning recording.
Semmi mással, csak a beoltott virággal, la la la.
The resonance in her voice is beautiful, really.
Minden beoltott virágon, kedvesem lesz virágáron, la 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 la.
I hear your harmonies here.
Ha család lesz, azt se bánom, igaz lesz majd a virágom, la 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 la. Ha már elpusztul a világ, legyen a sírján a világ.
Interesting. Introducing a group of other vocalists as well, along with a flute. Very tranquil, all about it.
És pipázok, jó híremre, jól vigyázok, la 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 la.
Yeah, it's a little bit Let It Be, yeah.
Nem ér engem veszedelem, magamat is elültetem, la 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 la.
You definitely feel like the guitar picking in it is very, very pretty as well. have a very interesting approach how they introduce like different vocalists supporting it. It gives it kind of like a, what do you say, like a, not a family vibe, but you know, kind of like a wholesome little gathering.
Ha már elpusztul a világ, legyen a sírjára virág. La 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 la. Ha már elpusztul a világ, legyen a sírjára virág. Ha már elpusztul a világ, legyen a sírjára virág.
Kind of picking up here as well. You got the drummer coming in here, definitely pushing the song forward a little bit extra for the final part. The elevation in the lead vocal. Definitely feels like one of these, yeah, fading out. And it's the flute that's kind of like the standard there at the end. That's actually really cool how all of the instruments are fading out and then you got the flute completely taken over, because the flute has been put so much in the background. And then that's what we're left with. It's kind of an unexpected little solution. Oh. Sorry, we're not listening to another song from the album. No, but that was... I don't really know what to make of it, because I don't see myself listening to this kind of music that often. But it's another one of these songs that you could just kind of, you know, drift away to, I suppose. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's very pleasant, it's very soothing, I would say. It definitely has a melody that you can return to quite easily. I love the guitar finger picking in it, and the fact that you got the two guitars so widespread. Something about the chorus with this kind of like chorus? No, wait, what do you say? Like when there are more people singing. the chör song. The choral, is that the word? The choral vibe of it. It's a unique kind of approach to take. Like what? Like I want to know, like, why did you choose to go for a like a group of backing singers instead of providing the backing vocals for yourself? It feels like a very old-fashioned way to do it, which I think is definitely like fits the track and what it's doing. It definitely has that sound. Like I don't forgotten who said it, but it has like a bit of a like a 60s 70s vibe in its recording. Yeah, choral or choir. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a yeah, really pleasant little listen here. Thank you very much, Tony, for sending it in. And thank you, Shay Foyle, for another one. I will actually, you know what? I'll do. Yeah, let's not mention that you can still send in songs because we're getting too many. I'll definitely set out on making another one of these. Let's see if it's tomorrow or another day. But yeah, I promise we'll get through all of the songs sooner or later. We're moving on to the next one. This one was sent in by Cooper. And it's called Blood on White Satin by Sky Riley / Naomi Scott. I don't know what that means. Blood. Let's see. Wait, what was it? Blood on White Satin. Oh, okay. So it's. Let's see. It's two people. It looks like it's from a movie. Or no, but it's like. There's two versions. There's this version as well, where it says like Smile 2. So I guess it's a song from Smile 2. Now I've just played you this sound effect 3 times in your ears. Remove the link, otherwise yeah, that's actually a good idea. Wait, let's see. Okay, let's take out that part. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Blood on White Satin? I don't know. I'm me no English. Sky Riley and Naomi Scott. I'm not familiar with either of these two, to be completely honest. But then again, this looks more modern than some of the other songs we've talked. Oh, Naomi Scott here is super popular and super famous, it seems. Okay, then I've just missed out. Okay, thank you very much, Joger. Favorite Greek song. Ooh, okay, looking forward to listening to that later. Okay, anyway, Blood on White Satin here, performed by Naomi Scott, it says in parentheses. Let's take a listen to it. This one's 2:42 long. Sat in. Okay. Good. And I'm guessing this one's yeah, it's from 2024. Huge hit to kick the song off. It's quite expansive already. A lot of details, like just throwing in random sound effects here and there. Definitely puts in a mood. It's a punchy beat. Very distinct claps in there. Love these kind of... The backing vocals, they're coming in as a response. I'm feeling different in my skin. I feel like something is changing. Melodically, it flows so well on this beat. It's a very suspenseful track altogether. Vocal harmonies as well. It kind of has a little bit of that like early Lady Gaga vibe around it. Oh, okay. I love how much detailing they do with the backing vocals. Oh yeah, Disturb, yeah, it's a bit different, it's a bit similar to that as well, yeah. It's like the switch of an engine, I think I broke all the brakes. I'm not effective cause I'm dying to make stupid mistakes. Oh, might be a tragedy. Devastation right in front of me. There's a lot of like going on with the kind of dark setting of the track. I think that's really like the standout part of it. Little break up here. It's a nice drum fill, leads very nicely into the chorus, which pushes the tempo forward even more. A bit loud? Alright. A little break up there as well. A lot of just playful details in there. Like this as well, the beat is maintained here for the outro. Nice touch. Okay, yeah, very interesting. Hopefully the volume was better there towards the end. Very very engaging pop tune there. Love the kind of I would say like the atmospheric touch of it. It's very dark, kind of suspenseful. Definitely has that intense vibe around it. Vocally, like the melody definitely had something about it as well that I find very, very pleasant. Yeah, definitely just kind of takes you in and doesn't really let you go. I think it's structurally, it definitely follows, you know, the patterns of the expected, but at the end of the day, it is a pop song. It's all about that kind of setting that the song has. And I think, like, particularly the opening part of the song, you just definitely felt like, okay, this one stands out because it has something very purposeful about it and quite, I guess, gritty about it, because the opening beat of the song definitely had that tone of it that you just felt like, okay, I see what we're doing. This is definitely a little bit out of the ordinary, you know. This has character. It has some kind of attitude in there as well. Yeah, I like that. I actually really liked it. It's a very, very strong pop tune. Very nice listen. Thank you very much, Cooper, for sending that one in. Still haven't really figured out, because there are two people. Like, Sky Riley. Who is Sky Riley then? Because there was only one person singing, right? I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's the producer. Anyway, should we move on to song number... What are we on? Like 6 then? Let's see. Simon G has written... Hiya Groot, please check out Nana by Polo and Pan... Okay, wait, we got 2 songs. Yeah, €2. Okay, we gotta do 2... We're doing the 2 songs. We're starting with Nana by Polo. Let's see. Nana by Polo. Oh, Nana by Polo and Pan. Okay, so the artists Polo and Pan. Let's see. From 2017. Oh, 121 million plays. I've never heard of Polo and Pan. Parisian duo. Okay. A little bit of Sacre Bleu. It's 3 minutes long. So let's see. Has a little bit of like a Beach Boys vibe for the intro. A lot of harmonies. I like how filtered they are as well. That's a distinct pluck and the vocal chop, of course. Great rhythmic combinations here. This is it's a finger snapper for sure. What a beat. It's about that kind of distinct pluck on the bass there. That just makes it so outstanding. Great flow in it as well. It kind of relies on these somewhat monotonous and repetitive sections, but the fact is that it's definitely one of these songs that you take in and you're in the moment of it. The sound design is really cool as well. These bass notes are very present. Got a new little percussive sound here as well. Very intriguing sound design on it all. You got the backbeat response from this vocal chop as well. Really calming vocal harmonies in this as well, you know? What are they playing around with the cutoff filter here? The movement in it is so poignant. They had a blast putting this one together, you definitely hear that. It's filtering in and out all of the time. A little bit of a relaxing beat here to finish off the song, it seems. Quite the listen, really. Like, a lot of playful things going on in this song for sure. It's very vibey, yeah. Yeah, that's probably the main thing. A lot of, you know, kind of creative ideas. I definitely like a lot of the kind of cut of filters, playing around with that in mainly that melody towards the end there. Definitely felt like, okay, now they're going even a step further and just doing their own thing, and that's really cool. I definitely understand, like, it of course had 121 plays on Spotify, and it's definitely one of these songs that you just feel like, yeah, definitely within that setting. It's just vibey. It's a finger snapper, it's a foot stomper. Yeah, I think they had a blast putting this one together, really. and it's an enjoyable listen as well for sure. I could definitely vibe with that at any point. Gotta say. Yeah, thank you for sending that one in, Simon. You also sent in Country Girl by Primal Scream, and I recognize Primal Scream. Why do I recognize that? Yeah, they were a 90s band. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Which songs here do I recognize? I don't know. I don't think I've listened to this group enough. It's not a group, it's a guy, I think. Yep, it's a guy. Okay, let's see. Primal Scream, what did you say? Country Girl? Yeah, Country Girl. Okay, let's see. Country Girl from 2006. Okay. And it's the opening song on the album. Should we listen to the original or the remaster? You didn't say that in your submission, Simon. So I'll do the original. Yes. 4.5 minutes, for those of you who want to know the duration.
Never get too big, never get too heavy, never get too cool that you stop paying your dues. Oh yeah!
This definitely gives me a little bit of like flashbacks to the mid-2000s FIFA games. Like again, like they're making the soundscape really wide here. The panning is definitely purposeful. I feel that. Bass getting more and more present here. Rhythm's combining here as well. This is one of these kind of shout along at the top of your lungs kind of songs. The melody is so like spot on the beat, very staccato-esque in its melody. Really easy to get just hooked by it. And the instrumental is all about this kind of pulse that the song has to just get you invested. Like the melody is so straight on the beat, and it's so easy to just get hooked by that. Oh, I kind of expected a guitar solo there. Maybe we'll get one later on. Effective. Great switch up here. We've got a little bit of an instrumental continuation. I like the way that was introduced actually. Really uplifting. I mean, the guitar work has definitely been surely like the same throughout the whole song. Like you've got a left ear very consistent in the strumming, and then the right ear is just very straight on the beat. You've got the campfire in here and the constant strumming there. Switching up the rhythm here, the drumming goes straight on the beat instead. He knows what a hook is for sure. The song. A little syncopation to finish us off. Very kind of, what do you say? An engaging song for sure. It's definitely one of these, you feel like, okay, everyone gather around, let's all scream at the top of our lungs, sing along to this hook. It is a repetitive song for sure, but that's kind of its selling point, I would say. Because it's all about that uplifting energy of the instrumental, and then you put the vocals on top of it, and the vocals are so straight on the beat. They're just there to make sure that, okay, everyone knows this now, everyone knows our hook, let's all just enjoy the moment and scream it at the top of our lungs. And I think it succeeds in doing exactly that. It's again one of these songs that I could just imagine myself, you know, no one gets to see this, but when I'm driving in my car and I just have this on, and you know, you're kind of on a long and boring road, and this comes on, and you just like, you get your spirits up and you sing along all out. That's kind of where I'm seeing myself with this. Enjoyable tune for sure. I gotta study up on Primal Scream here, because I so recognize the name, but I'm just like, I don't know what songs they've made or he's made. Seems like it's only one guy. I just automatically assume it's a band because of the name like that. But anyway, thank you very much, Simon, for sending both of those in. Very different kinds of songs that you sent in there as well. I guess you're kind of like me, listening to a bit of everything. Speaking of a bit of everything, maybe, we got Tony with another suggestion coming up here. Not a Hungarian song this time. This is even more unexpected. This is quite an odd choice, perhaps, he says, but here's a song by the Nepalese singer-songwriter Devas Gurung, a somewhat modern take of an old folklore song, as I understand it. I do not know how many Nepalese artists I've listened to in my life, which, you know, I can only thank a stream like this for introducing me to something like that. Let's see. Yeah, Devas Gurung. The song is 3:43 long. It's called Kati Bashau Maiti Kai. It's from 2015, and Devas Gurung is... well, I have no idea who this person is. Doesn't say a lot on the Spotify. Oh, a Nepalese multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, and producer currently living in Ithaca. He divides his time... Typo there, Mr. Gurung. Writing and producing songs in Nepali and English for himself and other artists. Okay. Let's how many Nepalese artists do all of you know? This is probably the first one that I will get introduced to, so yeah, hope we enjoy. A lot of guitar songs today. You know what audience you're submitting the songs to. Something very addictive about this beat. It's so lying on the backbeat. Bassbox following as well. This throws you off a little bit, like the way that the beat is structured so early on. It's a very sweet vocal, actually. It feels kind of passionate and honest. Bass is so a little nice walk there. Definitely got another instrumental layer in here as well now. Very swaying mood about it. It's calming. Great guitar continuation here, has to be said. It's very pleasant. Feeling a lot of warmth from it for sure. I see. Really don't know what to say. I'm just enjoying every second of it because it feels so complete and immersive. Probably the main thing. And back to this beat. Has this little swing to it. Very pleasant. Great structure as well. Taking you through different moments. Another layer there. Just pumping up the energy slightly. So soothing. I feel so calm. It's really uplifting as well. It's all about good vibes. Very interesting altogether there, has to be said. I would never have been exposed to this kind of to this kind of song before. Like, definitely, this reminds me of the Call Me By Your Name movie. Yeah, kind of. Like, it's a little bit of Sufjan in the vibe of that. I mean, the calming guitar work, the vocal being so kind of, just, it feels very sincere, and, you know, it's not extravagant or intense in any way. It's just there to be kind of like a core thing you can rely on. That's a lovely listen. Thank you very much, Tony, for sending that one in. Very, as you said, quite an odd choice. Yes, for sure. But I do not mind that one bit. This was, yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. I feel so comforted by it. Sufjan Stevens-esque, yeah. Lovely. Thank you. Moving on to JPhone928 has also two suggestions. The first one is called Silver Lake Queen by Diplomacy. And I think this should be... Okay, so let's see. This should be the link, I think. There we go. So this is a song from 2019 by this Diplomacy artist. Apparently isn't really around. Dropped 3 releases and like in 2019 and 2020, and then just disappeared from the face of the earth, I guess. It's a duo I see here on the Spotify page. Not a lot of information about them. Interesting. So let's see. Silver Lake Queen. Okay. Let's take a listen. It's 3:55. I see. That's a snappy riff for sure. Don't mind me trying to learn that later on tonight, to be honest. I like that riff a lot. Again, these snappy songs, you know, I'm hooked for sure. Percussive switch up. Flows quite naturally here into the chorus. Not really like an elevation or anything, it's just within the same kind of vibe and atmosphere. I mean, you definitely got hooked into that, and then throw in the riff there. Effective way of structuring the song for sure. It's a foot tapper, 100%. I really like these verses as well. You definitely like highlight the percussion in here. That clap has a nice resonance to it, definitely. Good syncopation there. That's the transition. Yeah. It's accessible, it's effective. I'm nodding my head because it just does what it should, for sure. It's very addictive. It's not particularly like intriguing or out there or noteworthy. It's just a vibe, really. I kind of love it for that. And these riffs coming in, you know, they're so good. I feel like an idiot here sitting and nodding along to it, but it's just, I can't sit still to this kind of music. The syncopation again. Nice guitar lines in here. Great resonance on that guitar.
Just say that you want me. Just say that you want me. Just say that you want me. Just say.
Okay.
She's the Silver Lake Queen. She's a
Nice chord there to introduce the final chorus. So a little bit of additional detailing from the guitar here in the final chorus, I think. If I paid attention. The continuation just kept going, and because it knew exactly, it had you hooked, or it had me hooked anyway. So it just knew like, okay, let's embrace this, let's keep it going. Just never really cease this momentum of that rhythm. Yeah, that's fun. That's a really fun listen, I gotta say. Thank you for sharing that, J-Phone. We're moving on to the other one you suggested as well here. It's it says, so this song is called Karera, I think, by BINI, but then it says you can watch the dance practice video for choreo. I can't show that on stream. Should I? Does that mean I should line it up so that I can watch a dance practice? Oh, is this? Wait. Is this a Filipino girl group? I was like, this looks like it could be, you know, K-pop related, but no, this is Filipino girl group BINI. Okay, I have no idea who they are. I've never heard of them, but they have a lot of plays on Spotify. I'll tell you that much. I understand, like within this kind of music, you probably like you want to see the choreographies and the performances and whatnot. But I'll save that for another moment. Let's just listen to the track for today. It has over 100 million plays on Spotify, actually, from 2023 here. 4.5 minutes. J-Phone is J Sora. Okay, so it's from J Sora. Let's take a listen to Karera then. Definitely feel from the beginning, like all of the frequencies, they're up here. It's a very heavy master on it. No problema. It's effective so far. I'm kind of hooked. Love those kind of the response there from the backing vocals. Funky little bass walk as well. Very strange kind of glitch effects there. For sure. Kind of sound like bit crushed noises. It's very uplifting, very sweet. A lot of warmth in it. I mean, it's really all about being that kind of sweet vibe to it. I'm kind of a sucker for songs that make me feel like this. Yeah, it's bubbly. Yeah, that's definitely is. I think probably like one thing that I'm thinking about though is like the percussion isn't really driving the song forward. It feels a bit too relaxed in that side of things, I would say. I like that bass one though a lot. It's very distinct. Works quite well with that vocal line as well, for sure. I would have expected a little bit of an instrumental continuation there. Got the breakdown section. Okay. New kind of drum patterns in here, I suppose. Something quite pleasant about those little guitar riffs as well. The palm muted sound on them. Alright. I hear you. I thought the first girl was had a better flow. I'm not a rap expert, but when she kicked in there, I was like, okay, here we go. Gives the perfect feeling for Iron to dance over the sheets. It's really uplifting. I'm enjoying it. Those bass walks, they're very, very addictive. A lot of vocals going on here now. That is a fun listen, I will say that much. I'm very unfamiliar with the Filipino girl groups, but it definitely had a lot of happy vibes. And you know, I'm kind of I like being happy, so I also like being sad. Like I like all emotions when the music is matching it, you know. And this one is very uplifting. It's very light-hearted, spirited, and had a very funky little bass walk there in as well, which I really liked. Yeah, cool little song there. Thank you for sharing that one as well, Jay Sora. Quite different as well, like as just like with Simon, who sent two very different songs from each other. You also definitely did that. But thank you for sending that one in. Both of them were very catchy. I will say that much. Let's see. So next up is Stu, which I'm guessing is Stuart, who actually provided both a YouTube link and a Spotify link to the song, which is good because that means that the Spotify link is included. Better to be on the safe side. So let's look it up. Hope you enjoy it. Stuart says it's called. Wait, I took it away. So let's see what it's actually called. It's called. I have no idea how to pronounce that, and I have no idea. Look at the biography on the artist. What is this? It's by Jeremy Dutcher. Let's see. What country are you from, Jeremy? From Canada. And this is what you write in your biography. Stuart, can you explain what's going on with this guy? What is this? It says two-spirit song carrier, composer, activist, and ethnomusicologist from Tobique First Nation in Eastern Canada. I think we're in for an intriguing one here. It sounds like a very intriguing person, if anything. Not particularly well known, to be honest. None of the songs are that famous, so I wonder where Stu's found him. 2018 is when this song is from. It's 4:46 long. Oh, Inuit language. Okay, that could actually be it. Look at me being completely ignorant. Don't mind me. Let's take a listen. This is definitely like I have never seen this language before, so I'm in for something new, I think. Okay. This is one way to open a song. The movement in those chords, wow. Stunning. The movement in these chords, along with that vocal presence. We're gonna cello here as well. I see. We're very expanded there in the soundstage as well. A lot of natural sounds kind of filling it out as well. Detailing's there. Completely free-flowing. No textbook being followed here. Feels impulsive, emotionally loaded. Someone playing around with the drum kit at the back. Definitely going by the found objects concept here. It's world building. Drumming builds momentum in here for sure. It's kind of march beats, along with how you feel like the vocal is carrying it forward as well. grander and grander by each part of the track, really. Vocally very dynamic as well. He definitely carries the song. One thing that it really makes me think of is the way that you don't really follow any formulas or framework. You do exactly what you want to do. Like, is what he's done here. It's all about that kind of spontaneous emotion that he's had when arranging it. Or composing it, mainly. And the arrangement just kind of follows that. It feels spontaneous, it feels abstract. Completely independent in what it sets out to do. And incredibly immersive. The thing is that I kind of really would have loved to hear, like, if there is some kind of deeper purpose behind it, because it definitely feels like a song that wants to say a lot in terms of like storytelling, because musically it has a lot of development ideas in there. And as I said, it's kind of vague and abstract in terms of its actual form and structure. So it kind of feels like definitely you'd say like a passion project or some kind of artistic effort in presenting like a deeper concept, I suppose. Let's see what you said there, Stuart. In addition to all the stuff Kevin said, I think one of the most necessary things to mention is that his language has endangered status. I believe it's only spoken by a few hundred people these days. That is, it's really cool then how like your music can get so exposed within a language that's not spoken. He's not Inuit, actually. Our indigenous groups can be organized into Inuit, First Nations, and Métis. He's a Wolastoqiyik member of the Tobique First Nation in New Brunswick, Atlantic Canada. I don't know anything about Canada, I realize, but it did say indeed in the biography that he's from, the Tobique First Nation in Eastern Canada. But really cool, like how if you're performing in a language that no one is speaking, the fact that you can still gain so much exposure and gain so much praise from it, from your artistic efforts, that's really important, I would say, probably mainly. Very cool. Thank you very much for sharing that, Stuart. I think it's really great to get some exposure to that as well. Lovely. Thank you very much. Let's actually just take a look. You know that Canada borders the United States of America. Yes, I do know that. One thing I realize now, okay, so we've listened to, I don't know how many songs, someone probably has kept track of that, but there are a lot remaining I'm seeing here. Let's see. Yeah. I have 27 songs in the queue. Just throwing that one out there. Okay, next one is coming in from Jacob. It's called Space Invader by The National. So let's take a look at that. I know The National. I've listened to them quite a bit. I do not know their song Space Invader. I will say that much. Maybe I should. It's not one of the more popular ones, no. This one seems to be very recent, actually. It's from 2023. I haven't listened to their more recent things. Is there going to be a playlist at the end with all the songs? Yes, I think was it Simon who put it together, or I think Simon put one together, which is awesome because then we can get through all of the songs later on as well. Let's do another hour or so. Yeah. I mean, I have work tomorrow. We can't get through 27 more songs. So sorry to everyone who sent in songs and expected them to be played tonight. It's just impossible. But I will definitely get through a few more. So yeah, let's start with Space Invader by The National. This is a long one. It's 7 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Let's strap in for the experience. And right from the opening, I just know what an experience it is.
It's a calculation. I made a mistake on. Never should have said.
This is a palpable setting to start off your song with.
It'll come to me later, like a space invader, and I won't be able to get it out of my head. What if I never read the letter? I slipped in the sleeve of
Like how both of these instruments come in here, the piano line and this switch up in the percussion. Great way of building.
What if we never met? What if I'd only just done what you told me and never looked back? What if I'd only tucked away down the hallway and faded to black? It was too romantic. It was sad.
Yeah, I like the sound of those guitars as well, of course. It's very much up my alley, this kind of music. I think everyone knows that.
It could go #1 if I copied an earworm from a melody that I wish I had. What if I never read the letter? I slipped in.
It's a really pretty chorus melody, and I think the sound of his voice works very well in creating that comforting tone of it, really.
What if I'd only just done what you told me and never looked back? What if I'd only tucked away down the hallway and faded to black?
Hear the percussion growing, wow. It's very carefully structured.
In the sleeve of the record I gave you. What if I stayed on the C train to Lafayette? What if we never met? What if I'd only just done what you told me and never looked back? What if I'd only tucked away down the hallway and faded to black? It'll come to me later.
Breakdown. We're definitely getting an expansive chorus towards the end, surely. Definitely feel the structure of the track to work like that.
Be able to get it out of my head.
Again, it's kind of a song all about the setting, I suppose. You hear this electric guitar line. It's just plucking kind of the same notes over and over again, but it's the presence of it, you know? A deep brewing vocal. These rhythms stack up nicely here. More and more detailing showcasing itself. Strings coming in there. We're definitely building a soundscape. This is carefully, gradually building as well. playing around with the feedback on the inputs as well now. One of these parts you just feel like you want to hear it live. When all of these sounds grow and expand together. The crashes on the drum kit here, wow. Like doing an arpeggio in here as well, isn't it? Really cool. It's all about like all of these details building into one collective. Gotta say, I definitely thought we would get a more melodic finale to the song. It was all about kind of like expanding the instrumental and making sure you get lost in that. And I feel like maybe I'm kind of ruining that experience when I'm talking over it. I just realized. Because it's one of these songs that you feel like so immersed into the actual instrumental inputs that you got in the song. And you just kind of take in all of that expansion as it gradually builds, and you just feel all of the detailing coming in from every single direction. Again, heavily immersive, really. That's probably the main thing about it. The opening half kind of showcased some great melodic writing in there, and then the second half really showcased the instrumental qualities of it as well. Very nice, very nice. Thank you very much for sharing that. Who was it? Jacob. Thank you, Jacob, for sharing that one. I need to delve into the Nationals more in recent stuff. I remember I listened I wouldn't say a lot. I never listened to them a lot, to be completely honest. But the Sleep Well Beast album is one that I've listened to quite a bit. And I would probably say also the Trouble Will Find Me album is one that I've heard a few times. But ever since then, I don't really think I've actually listened to their songs, to be completely honest. I don't recognize any of the singles or albums after that. So I need to do my homework. But thank you very much for sharing that one, and also reminding me, of course, to check them out. Next up is a suggestion from Veerman44, and this is actually really cool. This is by Ralph. Now we know Veerman's name is Ralph, I suppose. Because Ralph here said, "Hey Groot, this is one of my own songs. I'd be honored if you could listen to it on one of your live streams. Anyway, have a nice day and wish you all the best." Thank you very much, Ralph. This is going to be really cool. Listening to someone's... wait, let's see. Ralph Roivers? You. Listening to a viewer's song. This is a first. This is definitely a first, and a very interesting thing to happen, I would say. Okay, let's just take a look here before we actually get in here. Okay, let's see. Ralph, I'm studying your biography for now. Let's see. It's a very formal kind of biography here. I'm actually gonna read it out. Hope you don't mind. I mean, you posted it on your Spotify, so you don't mind people reading it. It was 1999, somewhere in the darkest corners of the earth, a prodigy was born. Playing piano like Chopin and Beethoven combined, Ralph conquered the world with his profound technique and craft. His newest album, Cycle of Dreams, has been nominated for multiple awards, including Universe Album of the Century and the acclaimed Bach Award. Just kidding, I make random sounds, LOL. Ralph. I mean, okay. Alright. Let's hear what you got. It's a 3-minute 19-second long song. I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I'm so excited to listen to something that a viewer has sent in. Okay, Ralph, let's listen. Definitely feel the natural tone of the recording here. I like that.
When we crossed our paths, I could hardly comprehend that you are the missing piece I've been looking for. When I call you up to say how much
Again, it's this kind of, you know, old-fashioned recording style. The vocal is so present, a lot of reverb. Very pretty opening. Carefully expanding, definitely. It's a nice hook, you know. This production is tight as well. Bass is very, very nicely fitting in there. Percussion goes tightly with this as well. I'd say the guitar strumming is a bit on the... like the sound of it here. Yeah, I'd probably say like the guitar strumming is maybe a little bit too present in certain frequencies here. But the composition, it's a lovely flow of this.
The days are gone now.
Some wonderful backing vocals as well. The chord switch ups in here as well, you know. Big drums, okay. That's effective songwriting right there. Lovely how the synth takes over in the chorus. Wow. Great flow. Back to the chorus. It's again, you know, one of these, just lie back, take it in, enjoy it. Great warmth about it. Also, the thing is, like, vocally, it's really pretty. Truly. I mean, well done, Ralph. Wow. Very well put together song. I really hope you get some more listeners on your Spotify after this, because that's a very, very well put together song. It definitely kind of does everything that it should do. It flows incredibly naturally. I think the production is quite tight on it as well. Definitely when the bass and the drums came in there early on, you just felt like, wow, this is convincing. And absolutely, you know, just kind of checks every mark. It just works. I would say probably if I had something that I think is a bit on the distracting side within the song, it's definitely the acoustic guitar's strumming, kind of in the mid part of the track, because when the entire instrumentation is joining in and it becomes more collective, you definitely feel like this guitar is very much kind of forced onto the beat, and it takes up a lot of presence within the mix. And that's kind of where I feel like one of these parts, like, maybe it's a bit much on that side. I would probably be the main thing that I think could have been adjusted. Still, like, the main kind of impression that I'm getting is that I'm floored that I've got something submitted to me from a viewer that sounds like this. Vocally wonderful, great structure. very effective ideas in terms of resolution as well. Like during this breakdown section, and then you, instead of throwing back to the chorus, you just threw in the synth lead there to continue the song. It's great ideas, you know. And the chorus also very, very calm, very smooth, very warm. I felt all of the emotion from that. You have a nice day as well, Ralph, and wish you all the best. I truly wish you all the best. Wow. Thank you very much for sharing that. It's great. Now we know who to what should you say? We need to throw your name out on the server even more, you know, so you can bump up the numbers on your Spotify and get more of the 0.003 revenue. Thank you very much for sharing that. And like mainly like having the courage to share something you made yourself. I think that's really, really wonderful to do. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. All the best, Ralph. Let's see. I'm moving on to the next song I got suggested. The next 3, I should say, because Andy sent in 3 songs for €3. So let's go through. He also also explained what each of the songs were genre-wise. And the first one is called Mediterranean Disco. So going from the pretty song we just listened to, we're getting some Mediterranean disco. Promote him. I'll try. How? Well, you just got your song played to 31 people on stream. That's something. That's something. And Simon put you in the playlist as well. Okay, let's see. Marechia by New Guinea and Celia Kameni. That's the first song that Andy's submitted. It's a 4.5 minute long one. It kind of hooked me already, yeah, for sure. Great combining rhythms, has to be said. And the syncopation. Okay, I see what you're doing. And that's a lead melody I can get behind. Okay, I see. It's incredibly playful with all of this syncopation going on. Rhythmically, definitely groovy. Get you invested in it. Like with this bass walk as well, it's definitely there as a constant reminder of just get into the rhythm and get into the groove of it. I love this continuation here. This is a great melody. Very satisfactory continuation. A little palm muted section there. Is it a solo we're getting? Nice. It's a very good solo, I gotta say. Wow. It's so subtle within the soundstage of it, but the characteristic, both intonation and rhythm of it, very well played. Yeah. definitely taking over there. Yeah, it's certainly upbeat. And again, it's kind of like the foot tapper, you know. One thing that I think is really cool about it is like the song is structured from these set parts, and they don't really vary that much within their own, right? But there's always this fun kind of syncopation and playful details in the rhythm that make sure that the parts stay fresh somewhat throughout, and that you don't get tired of the listening experience as it goes on. There's always something that they can throw at you to just kind of break up the expected, I suppose. Here. It's definitely a disco, you know. It's kind of like one of these extended mixes, so you can DJ it easily. You can put it into your DJ mix very easily. All right, yep, cool stuff. I'm quite fond of this kind of music. In Swedish we say lagom dos. Like I can't stand too much of it. It like just has to be 3 or 4 songs, and then I need to, you know, vary with something else. Because these songs obviously rely on being easy listening, kind of on the repetitive side, while still just providing the vibe and some upbeat quality about it. And this one definitely delivers in those aspects. Very enjoyable. Thank you for sharing that, Andy. It's definitely a strong representative of its style, I would say. And as you said, it's in French and Neapolitan, which is a cool language combination, I gotta say. I'm moving on to the Latin stuff that you shared. You called it Latin stuff. That's the genre, I suppose. I'm calling it Latin stuff now. This one is called Danza de Gardenas by Natalia, Lafourcade and Los Macorinos. It's 4.5 minutes, and it's Latin stuff. So let's hear what it is. Has some wonderful guitar work that I'm gonna be sold on for sure. Hell yes. Again, it's this kind of, you know, completely free-flowing rhythmic structure. It does exactly what it wants to do. I like how subtle the backing track is here early on, while still being so kind of energetic in terms of its actual composition. I love the guitar work in it. A lot of playful rhythms, switch ups as well. Very pleasant. I'm just kind of sold on this whole music style, to be honest. I need to look up this artist. Also hear like the dynamics that the vocal harmonies provide here as well. The song becomes very dynamic because of what the vocals do. I mean, the backing track is very consistent in what it sounds to. And just as I said that, why not just throw this in? I'm sold. You know what? I'm transported to this Latin place as well. Vibe. Big vibe. But if you listen to like the backing track with like excluding the horn there, it's definitely, you know, very consistent in what it sets out to do. It's just pulse, it's back noise, because the vocal is what carries the song forward. Mexican actually? Yeah, I saw it. Looked up her biography here.
Una danza llena de gardenias plena reflorecerá. Una danza de gardenias plenas que dejará una estela que te alumbra en ese antiguo encanto que en tu pecho reflorecerá. Una danza llena de gardenias plenas reflorecerá. Que tu paloma negra, tu marisol morena, te amará, reflorecerá. Florecerá.
Very difficult for me to even say anything now. I'm just enjoying it. And well with like the playful variations in the rhythms throughout, really.
Una danza llena de gardenias plenas.
Certainly showcasing some vocal capacity there towards the end as well.
Reflorecerá.
The drama of that. Great. I kind of love that, to be honest. Yeah, very, very, very great listen. Yeah, I looked her up. The most Latin Grammy Awards of any female artist ever. Yeah, massive. Ali Mert, I wish, like, obviously in an ideal world, yes, you could just suggest songs in the chat. However, there is a 20 or so song wait list. I mean, we don't have all the time in the world to you know, just listen to songs all the time. So, no, sorry. I would have liked to just be able to, like, everyone can suggest whatever they want, but that's impossible, you know. we need to select the songs that we listen to. And the next one, I'm like, by the explanations you provide here, Andy, like, I don't really know how you find a song that is Japanese jazz fusion. Japanese jazz fusion sounds like I will be very invested into this. This will be interesting. It's called Midnight Rendezvous by Casiopea, and it's from 2017. So it's a group from Japan. Okay, it's probably... Is it in... Their debut in 1979, and they're still making music? Kudos. Kudos. Okay. Midnight Rendezvous. Let's see what we got. Why does it sound like it's gonna be fast-paced? It's from 79? Well, the album was from 2017, but maybe it's a collection or something. Okay, free-flowing entirely. This is not the recording. Did I pick the wrong song? This is the one that I found, Andy. Did I pick the wrong song? This is what I found. Fourth track from the 1979 album. Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely knew that this meant what was it called? Midnight Rendezvous. Yeah, you have to next time you have write the instruction or just copy the song link, then I'll get the right one. Okay, let's listen to this then. That sounds a bit differently, yeah. More more kind of punchy with the bass walk there. Yeah, you should have provided a link. You learn from that, but next time it's gonna be right. Again with the syncopation, Sandy. It's your thing, I suppose. It's a very crisp recording on all of this. I mean, from 1979. Great sound on the guitar lines here. Haha! Okay. Someone's enjoying his time at the synthesizer. Oh, no detail this time. Again with the panning, you know. So tightly recorded as well, like you definitely hear like everyone's in the band, they're so in sync. Great bass walks. Thing is that I can't really comment much because there's so much going on, so much complexity within how the rhythmic lines are laid out that I can't grasp it on a listen like this. It's just about enjoying it, really. They're carrying you through this listen. Definitely having a fun time here now. You know, like both the bass walks, the drumming, the guitar work in there, everything's just creating such a great backdrop for it. They're so confident in what they do. Guitarist is allowed to play around now. Why not just make your guitar solo like that? Play around with the octaves. The drum fills, you know? Nice that we're being taken back to this moment of moment that we're familiar with, of course, in the track here. Let's see if we get any more endeavors to the unexpected. Just love how those hits are so syncopated. Like they hit before you expect them to. Entirely in command of just progressing their song. No textbook things here. Absolutely not. Alright, what are we doing now? The drummer is definitely spazzing out. Getting a tempo automation? While having a fade out outro, we're getting a tempo animation, are we? Definitely are. Who is this drummer? Like, what's he up to? Yoshiori Imai drums. My man. That's a crazy listen. Okay, Andy. Yeah, I see what we're up to. It's yeah, I would never find that song on my own, but now I have. So thank you very much for sharing that. Next time you just remember to link the song instead. Crazy little listen there. And if I've understood their biography correctly, they do still, you know, exist. Like it said, the band has established a completely new musical style that combines familiar melodies and technical playing through the compositional skills of Issei Noro, and has released many masterpieces such as Asayake and Domini Line. In 2022, the band started its activities as Casiopea P4, replacing Akira Jimbo with Yoshiori Imai on drums. Oh, so then Akira Jimbo was this... Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Mad. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. I think there are still 20 songs in the queue. I will be honest. The more songs we get through here, the more I feel like, okay, we're... I think like people are starting to drop off a little bit. No, wait, we've gotten a bunch of new viewers again as well. Okay. Let's actually see. How many have we listened to so far? Simon definitely put together the playlist. Let's see what it says on the playlist, how many songs there are on it. There are 16 songs on it, which means that if we listen to 2 more, that's halfway through. And then we'll just have to do the other half tomorrow. Would that work for everyone? I take that as a yes. So yeah, I'm probably doing that. Let's see what the next one is. It's again from George. George has submitted quite a few ones now, haven't you? That's okay, you can do that. Or is this only the second one? Yeah, this is the second one, but I see George's name later on as well, so there is another one. Anyway, this is by a group that I'm familiar with, he says, called System, because they represented Romania in Eurovision 2005. And it's called Sperance by System. Let's see. There it should be, right? Okay. So yeah, we're familiar with this. Hi, how can I recommend a song? Well, you can't right now because the queue is too long. Sorry, Halcyon. There have been a lot of suggestions. So be back tomorrow. Be back tomorrow and we'll get through the rest. Any idea which song you're reacting to in the playlist thumbnail? Wait, let me take a look at that before I listen. Oh, I have no idea. Something that's a banger, I suppose. That looks to be in my old apartment as well. But I have no idea. From some watch-along, I'm sure. Anyway, you can let me know which one that is. Let's listen to Sperante by System here then. Turkey 2004, makes sense. There comes the drum beat. I'm a kind of a sucker for these 90s inspired drum beats. So industrial, you know? Quite pleasant this part, while also having like the drum beat of such industrialism. It's a nice kind of combination of approaches, really. Sperance. Okay, got it. Nice little fill there as well, for sure. It's definitely more of like a subtle song than Let Me Try, of course. Like vocally it's not explosive and in your face. more just kind of relying on this beat a lot. I think this is a really cool beat, to be honest. You definitely, I see these kind of steel drums in my head in front of me when I hear this. Kind of one of these car driving vibes as well for me. Okay, an extended pause here. Love those fills as well. It's very playful. Sure. Where's the Dino dance? It's smooth. That vocal line works so nicely in the chorus there. Good stuff. Really good stuff, actually. It's so pleasant to listen to. Definitely feel like the song could have definitely kept going there. A lot of cool fills. I love the kind of percussion sound that they're going for. They have their own identity within this style, mainly in the percussion. This song is very kind of smooth and laid back in comparison to what at least I associate them with, because I've only heard Let Me Try before, of course. This one is so much more, you know, calm and just enjoyable in that sense. It's not in your face, it's just a vibe. Yeah, I like that. Thank you for sharing that. One thing that I'm thinking now, because when I look at the image, there are only guys here, so maybe Let Me Try is sung by a different singer. I just realized Let Me Try isn't on Spotify even. Oh wait, it is. Yeah, Let Me Try is by Luminita Angel, and this one was with Simona Nae. So System is just the group that makes the music. Okay. Then I know. I was confused. I was like, it doesn't really sound like her, you know? But it's, yeah, a vibey song for sure. Hello, good morning, Ellen. Hope you've slept well. We're on our last song for tonight because we gotta continue tomorrow. I'm getting a bit tired, and I mean, we've listened to so many songs already, so I need to continue this tomorrow. So everyone who sent in songs that I haven't played tonight, I'm sorry, but I will listen to them tomorrow. Don't worry. Now, one thing I realize is that the next suggestion is from a person who has suggested 3 songs. So we'll just take the first one of them to finish off, I think. That should be good, I'd say. And this is Multi Picklehead. And Multi Picklehead says, not sure if you remember me from last recommendation stream, but I requested This Life Is Mine. This Life Is Mine. Which one was that? This Life Is Mine. I don't really remember. Sorry, it's been such a long time. But anyway, my request: A Million Gruesome Ways to Die. That's the song we're finishing off with. Okay, what a title. A Million Gruesome Ways to Die by Billy Bustup and Black Griffin. It's an original game soundtrack. Okay. This... The artwork. The artwork. I mean... Okay. What a way to finish the stream of. I have no idea what to expect here, but... Yeah. All good. We'll likely be at work, but we'll catch it afterwards. Okay, wonderful, Kevin. I'm sorry that you won't be available for it. But, hey, what can you do? Such a joy to listen to. Somehow I think Kai's Bando Neon would fit this too. Yeah. This should be interesting. Yes, it will be. Okay. Let's hear what it is.
Now where do you think you're going? The
I expect
party's
spooky, scary
yesterday.
skeletons. Yeah.
And trust me, it's to die for. I know we'll be the best of friends, so there's no need to run. The sooner you get dead, the sooner you can join the fun. No need to fear, for I am here. Your mortal form will disappear. Now should we use this rusty knife or acid water gun?
It's conceptually very... definitely has me invested.
Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? You'll be having so much fun. There's a million gruesome ways to die.
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of fun.
Your death will be second to none. Dynamite is quick, but it makes a lot of mess. And flattened by a cow is just
So definitely we're comparing ways to kill people or to die. I mean, a lot of things are going on with it, but it's all about the lyrical side of things. I can sing along to this hook, I can, for sure.
We could put you in a cage with the hungry alligator.
I mean, in what way should I approach this song? It's so clearly written with just, you know, tongue-in-cheek to be entertaining and to be funny.
What about 10,000 volts of electricity? Or try a death by Shakespeare in a tragic comedy? Trampled by an elephant or
You definitely feel like what they do with the song is that they have creative ideas in how to deliver the lines. Sometimes you throw in the sound effects, you throw in sound design to alter it. It's good at doing what it wants to do, you know?
I thought I'd try the guillotine. Oh, why resist when the party's just begun? I gave so hard I broke my spleen. There's a million gruesome ways.
Which country would send this to Eurovision?
There must be something
Either Moldova or the UK. Nothing else.
maybe you can choke upon it.
San Marino, yeah, that's a good one as well, yeah.
Put you in a blender and trapeze. Maybe we can find an angry mob. Tie you on a stake and cook you up like a kebab. Smothered by
The
a
key
pillow on
change?
the bed. A gluten overdose from too much bread. Then you can join the party 'cause you're dead. I'm sure your death will be second to Mystery Reaper's beckoning you. Sure your death will be second to none.
That is probably the most absurd closer I've ever come across. The fact that you went out of your way to suggest this song out of everything you could find, it speaks volumes. I really don't know what to say. It's quite an experience to listen to. What a variation in the whole selection of songs we've had here, for sure. I don't really know how to like kind of review that song. It was all about, you know, the lyrics, kind of with the whole tongue-in-cheek thing. It's obviously from a video game, I suppose. Then it says original game soundtrack. I don't know what game this is. It doesn't really say. Or is Billy Bust Up? Is that the game? Might be. That might be it. Yeah, I haven't played this, but I think like they definitely did a lot of fun things with the actual vocals of it, because they did, you know, sound effects, they did a little bit of phrasing work in there to make it funny, with the voice acting things as well, varying that. So I mean, it did exactly what it wants to do, so kudos for that. I don't think I'll see myself really replaying it that much, but what do I know? Maybe I'll just get hooked by it. I mean, it was catchy and it was fun, so We'll see. I mean, for tonight, that's got to be it. There are, of course, many songs left to listen to. There are 18 more, and I'm sorry to everyone who I didn't get around to. Multi Picklehead, you still have 2 songs that you've recommended that we're going to start with tomorrow. Then we have 3 songs from the Elect Islander that we're going to continue with. Then there's another song from George. There's 2 songs from Bruno OD. Then there are 3 songs from Marky Lee. There's 1 song from El Papiro Dependiente, 1 song from Kevin, 1 song from Yonte JH, 1 song from Shay Foyle, 1 song from Joger 1322, which was that Greek song, yeah, and then 1 song from Jonathan Hall. Those are the songs that we're listening to tomorrow. So there's quite a bit to still go. We'll see if we'll even get even more songs tomorrow, if I have a little bit more energy. Maybe I'll actually start a bit earlier tomorrow, just throwing that out there. I might start at 8 instead of 9. But I will announce the stream once I get home from work, which should be around 5. So sorry for the short notice, but there will be a stream, and it will either be at 8 or 9. So just keep an eye on my YouTube channel. I'll announce the timing for it once I get back home from work. At the latest. Maybe I will announce it earlier. So yeah. Either way, of course the stream will stay up, so you can watch it in post as well. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. This has been fun to do again. It's just very overwhelming for me to listen to so much music and feel like I have something to say about all of it. I'm so happy that all of you want to share so much music with me. It's really cool, honestly. It's very cool. So yeah, thank you for joining this one. We've been here for a bit over 2 hours, so happy days. Take care of yourselves until tomorrow then, when hopefully I'll see all of you again. So bye for now, and keep thinking about a million gruesome ways to die, I suppose. Good night, and see you around. Bye.
Du Donnie Darko, ich bin Billie Jean. Es war so bestimmt, wir mussten uns einfach verlieben. Passten zusammen und dann passten wir nicht. Ließen uns täuschen wie die Motten vom Licht. Ich sag mir selbst, es tut nicht weh, wenn wir nur nebeneinander gehen. So nah wie können wir uns verfehlen und ich seh. Wir sind wie parallele Linien, aber treffen uns nicht mal im Unendlichen, ja. Manchmal können wir uns sehen, doch die Distanz bleibt bestehen. Ich lieb dich, aber unendlich ist mir zu spät. Wir sind wie parallele Linien, aber treffen uns nicht mal im Unendlichen, ja. Manchmal können wir uns sehen, doch die Distanz bleibt bestehen. Ich lieb dich, aber unendlich ist mir zu spät. Alles gegeben, uns gesucht, nie gefunden. In der Weltgeschichte waren wir 2 nur 2 Sekunden. Du und ich haben versucht, uns zu verbiegen. Züge sind entgleist wegen 2 verliebten Schienen. Bist weg und sagst auf Wiedersehen. Aber merkst du, kannst nicht weitergehen. Schau mich an, kannst du's jetzt auch verstehen?